James Carter sat in his small prison cell staring at the cold walls. He knew his time was almost up. He had been sentenced to death and there was no way out. No one had ever escaped from this place. One day, the prison warden came to his cell with an unusual offer. "There's a group of scientists who want to do an experiment," he said. "Instead of the usual execution, you will die from a cobra's bite." James felt a chill run through him. A snake bite? That sounded terrifying, but he had no choice. His fate was already decided. On the day of the experiment, the guards led him to a small, dark room. In the middle of the room was a glass box, and inside it was a huge, black cobra. The snake lifted its head slightly, its cold eyes staring at James. He could hear it hiss softly. His heart pounded. The scientists tied James to a chair and placed a blindfold over his eyes. Now he couldn't see anything, but he could hear. He heard the soft rustling of the snake moving. His mind imagined it getting closer, ready to strike. Then he felt it, a sharp sting on his skin, like two fangs piercing him. James gasped. His breathing became fast and shaky. His body felt weak. He was sure the venom was spreading through his veins. His arms felt heavy, his legs numb. His heart pounded harder and harder, until suddenly it stopped. James was dead, but here's the shocking truth. No snake had bitten him. The scientists had only pricked his skin with two small safety pins, tricking him into believing he was bitten. Yet, when they examined his body, they found something unbelievable. His body had created toxins similar to snake venom. His fear had been so strong that his mind made it real. This experiment proved how powerful our thoughts are. Fear and stress can harm our bodies more than we realize. Studies show that most illnesses come from stress and negative thinking. When we focus on fear, anger, or sadness, our health gets worse. But when we think positively, our bodies become stronger and we live happier lives. Many people spend their lives worrying about what others think. But as time passes, we realize the truth. Most people aren't thinking about us at all. So why waste time living in fear? Choose happiness. Choose positivity. Because in the end, what you believe becomes real.